They'll start on the defensive side now, so we've got ENCE creeping forward. Bomb in tow with 4 players towards the A-bomb site. We can see Valdez just keeping the CTs honest at the moment, offering some grenades towards that mid position while they start to poke and prod in. And here's the initial exchange. Julies again. Exile only good for 1 though. Shiro's going to have some work to do. A nice pop from him. The bomb's dropped and then collected again. Will they commit to the bomb plant? Looks like they will do as these CTs start to stream in. 3 in a row. 1 left to go forward and try and make some space for them. So far so good as Snappy is forced back. 4 versus 2 now for Cloud9. Made 1. Snappy's got so many heads to find. Nobody on the bomb just yet, but they're starting to creep forward as well. Do they prioritize the kill here? We've got 1, almost 2 men swinging. Snappy won't be able to get anything more. Cloud9 start with the pistol round.
Back to the A site again from ENCE. Similar utility coming into the site, and it might be a similar setup from Cloud9, but this time Axel fights first and takes down 2.
Sight of the bomb means rotation. There were 3 players on the other side of the map for Cloud9, but they are holding their own anyway. Just the 1 kill for ENCE so far. That's not going to be enough. Bomb plant is possible now as Snappy finds a headshot on Exile, but he will be denied as the cavalry comes through. So the clean sheet remains for Cloud9. No permanent damage done though. Valdez says hello, tries to keep the CTs honest, but it seems they're going to go back again with 2 men this time. But Valdez changed his position. He might find both of them. And now there's a decision to make here for Shiro. That's outrageous, comes back with the USP. I think a lot of people just fall back there and think, oh, we can't have 2 people go down. Never mind that though for Shiro. 4 versus 3 now. Man advantage gained by Nafany. 40 seconds on the clock. That does really raise the urgency. Hobbit's got a sound cue given away. He knows the second player is there. Can he catch Snappy though? He's kind of stuck, but that's a big headshot from him. 35 seconds. Bomb still in control of St. Pius. Not sure how much of the bomb Cloud9 have seen recently. Smoke to create some space, but they have to get that bomb planted. Will they even be able to get into the zone? Shiro's in the flames now. Sees ahead, but he can't land a shot. Still alive for the time being. Another unlikely miss from him. 2 versus 2. Now Nafany moving forward, takes down the support. Bomb plant's not going to happen. No time left. Can't find the frags. 4-0 for Cloud9. Normally equal numbers below 5 will favour the T's. Time is on their side. Snappy with some nice angles, but Buster remains at half health. That might be enough. We shall see. Never mind. Down he goes. Valde will finish off the job on 4 HP, and that's going to activate Exile to try and find out what's happening elsewhere on the map. Fast moving round now. 45 seconds on the clock. Smoke goes, and so does Nafany at the hands of Snappy. Maybe this is finally the round where ENCE get 1 on the board, but Shiro is lurking with an AWP. Going to stop the bomb plant. Not even on the rifle yet. That may thwart the time. Exile from out of nowhere, in the mist like a humidifier, just coming out and dropping the bomb carrier. But now Shiro has the clutch. 1 versus 2. Again, Valdez got 4 HP, but that's enough when you're against an AWP.
And finally a round win for ENCE. Those pearly whites have got a slight stain in them now, James. Just a slight one. It is 2 of Cloud9's star players here, Axel and Shiro, both already on the hold.
Time is running low, and it's time to commit. We've got 5 players making their way into the A-bomb site here. Big trouble for the CTs, but they'll deliver. Exile by the pillar. Look at the cross he has from Shiro. Never mind. The shrapnel will take him down. Shiro needs to deliver now. He's buying time for his team to rotate, trying to find an angle for a grenade. But there are 14 seconds to plant this bomb. Nafany goes down. Valde 4 HP again. 1 versus 3. Now none versus 3. They can't get that all-important consecutive round. Cloud9 avoid going to eco and have survived with 3. We might be getting to kitchen sink territory on this T side now with 1 round from 7. Early grenades from both sides. And as we mentioned before, Cloud9 are not shy to get aggressive early. 2 for 1, they'll take that all day.
Oh, Nafany's going to get even more. Repositioned too far out, almost towards the boat. And they've rocked the boat in this round. And ENCE aren't enjoying it, trying to find fights elsewhere, but they didn't realize Shiro is still on that B site, chilling with the AWP.
Smoke lands in his face. Quick jump peek. Did Nafany even see that? He's still standing in position. There's a chance. There's an opportunity. No one else is here. Does he gamble on a bomb plant? He doesn't know what lies behind those walls. He'll create some space for himself. The utility will be thrown, but it will not be respected by Cloud9. And down he goes. Exile is confident, and he will secure the bag. Around that dark position. It's a very deep smoke grenade. Perhaps it goes too far, we shall see. Well, he's gone too far on this occasion. Snappy is here. They're looking to capitalize on this. That sound cue was heard by Buster. Does he pay off of his teammate? Catches Snappy with a nade in his hand, and there's more in tow. The bomb spotted now, but Buster's been swatted. Nafany's here. He must deliver. He won't. 4 versus 2. Shiro has an angle. Surely this time ENCE can plant the bomb.
You'd think of those as the 2-star players for this Cloud9 team.
Yeah, I think they were maybe trying to pick off a lurker or something, because a lot of grenades have been dropped in that T-nest of grenades for the executing. So they can do chain flashes for days, I would imagine. Exile is here, though. He's got 2 kills now, looking for a third one. There it is. And Shiro's just holding an angle in the meantime, and he'll drop the AK to him. This could collapse now. He'll have some sound cues from Snappy. They know at least one of the 2 remaining players is here. Do they go and get a second rifle? There is a risk. Nafny doesn't see anything. They know that they're coming now. Down goes Exile. Do they think the AK is down? Because it's in the hands of Shiro. He's good for 1v1 now as Nafny comes in with the flank. Is he expecting this Snappy? Does he look everywhere except behind him? Oh, Nafny's coming. He's done half the job, and there's the rest of it. We said it was still dangerous. That was a must-win for ENCE, but they failed to do it. The eco round, the hero round. Snappy knows there must be something amiss in this situation. He's got Shiro off the angle, some pre-fire, but Shiro comes back to take advantage of that, baiting off of his teammate there to deliver the frag. Now the urgency's rising for ENCE as they try to make their way in towards A with what remains. They have to swing, they have to use the numbers, but Shiro and Exile will deny them. Shiro is everywhere, and Exile seems to be the last man you want to meet on this server right now.
And a lot of Anubis games we've seen so far have had really solid T sides. Not here for ENCE. They've been destroyed by Cloud9.
Exile 17 for 7, but now Shiro is 17 for 4, and Hobbit's trying to catch up as well. ENCE are being dismantled like Lego at the moment. Dihar, Snappy, and Pius remain, and you can see how desperate things are to try and find something in one of these rounds. Find an opening, find a chance, find a way to pull rotation, something, but they are being denied. All the doors are being closed by Cloud9. Not a fan of exit rows. Snappy and Pius remain, and now it's just Pius with the AWP. Been spotted with the jump, and now he knows his time is limited. The sun will go down early for him in round number 15 as the trade comes in from none other than Hobbit for a monstrous half from Cloud9. It is half time, that means it's break time. When we're back, we'll see if ENCE can bring it back. We'll see you soon.
This could be brutal.
Mans, as we say in London. 4-man on road for ENCE in the A bomb site, and there's a lot of junk coming their way. But that is a choke point, which may be challenging to defeat. They have to try and abuse those numbers, but they go into the crossfire. And ENCE will have a very good time of things so far. They've got a bomb as well. Those Julies only require 1 or 2 shots from Dihar, saying Jindobre to Buster. Shiro now has got much work to do. He won't be too much of a surprise when he finally appears. We'll see if he can add to his tally. A great start from ENCE, and Dihar will deliver. So they take the pistol, much needed from ENCE. Many of these rounds will be. It's going to be a lot. Oh my days. Hobbit is absolutely disgusting. 2 entries into the bomb site, exactly what they needed, but they have lost the bomb, and that could change everything. He'll try to delay with an incendiary, Pius. We'll see if it will do the job. No, it won't actually. Nafany's collected the bomb, and he's collected Dihar as well. The dream is collapsing for ENCE, thanks to Hobbit. So early.
Yeah.
Before I can even finish my sentence.
Well, we saw those contact points are pretty early on this map if you don't use that utility. Chad showed us earlier in a lovely video.
I love how short this mid area is. Such an interesting prospect into professional Counter-Strike. Valde finds 2 headshots for both. Dihar, sorry.
It's like a bad game of Jenga. You pull one piece out, the tower goes falling down. And this might be a bit too much from Valde, but it doesn't matter. He's got another kill. Who am I to complain?
I love it. You need to have your guys playing with confidence. Shiro will get an open up, but now it might be a question of damage again. He doesn't have the bomb with him, but if he can find some kills, then as we saw from ENCE, it might pay off later. 44 seconds on the clock, and if the bomb's been spotted, then they won't pursue, I would imagine. Very expensive indeed. So it's somewhat of a rough spot for ENCE to go after this AWP. So ENCE are somewhat blind now. They could be collapsed upon. There are still 2 players towards the other side of the map, so they could be in a lot of trouble here. St. Pius will deliver first. Dihar having a look. Somewhat blind, but we've got 3 C9 players looking for a plan B now. 16 seconds. Is there time for this? Martin swinging. And he will be traded, but surely they can't make it to the bomb site. This should be 3 kills for Snappy. He just waits until the right time. Oh, he's got to look to his right, though. Hold on a second. This is turning around. They've planted the bomb. 2 versus 3 for Cloud9. Buster and the big AWP on Shiro. Again, they play together. They play for a crossfire. Down goes St. Pius. The numbers are even now, but only for a time. Valde has to clutch it. How have they done this, Cloud9? From pillar to post, from site to site. They force their way in, use the trade frags, and off they go.
Back from A, all the way into this position to stop Snappy from being able to deny the bomb is brilliant. And then Shiro's in a post plant on the site. No nades to worry about. Just full focus on landing the shots. And I think you can see Madden realizing still hasn't had a negative KD map since the major. 15 maps in a row, all positive for Shiro. And now Nafany jumping in with a MAC-10, having a field day. This B site has fallen incredibly quickly. I don't think ENCE can do anything about it, but the bomb's dropped. Hang on a second, Dihar's got the bomb. And that makes things awkward.
What is the bomb doing there? They're so far away from everybody else on the squad. They've got
to boost back up.
They've got horrible positions to try and make it. We've got a KZ map to try and catch the bomb, and it will be denied. The admin says no.
I completely overlooked that that was even a possibility.
That'll give them something. You could see the weakness that Cloud9 could smell with that MAC-10 play. He's going in dry and delivering a headshot immediately. Maybe starting to build. But this is a big round for both squads, not just ENCE. Cloud9 have had ropey buys for a while, but now Shiro is back with the scope. And that means pain for anybody walking into it.
Unfortunately, he gets bested at the start of the round. Now you got to wonder whether this A site is just going to be bombarded. It's only Dihar here, smoked down. He's had a good game, but he just gets run over way too quick. And there is no response for ENCE. This has to be 15 for Cloud9. There's nothing ENCE can do. See what they can muster up.
If you're joining us late, it's the pick of ENCE. But Cloud9 had the lion's share of the rounds in the first half. ENCE on a catch-up, and it is possible, but he can't make any more mistakes. St. Pius trying to get away, but he'll be denied. The numbers game being abused by the T side of Cloud9. Into the bomb site they go. 4 versus 3 now, as ENCE try to make some space for themselves.
Yeah, they try and switch it up and put the AWP here instead, but it doesn't make a difference. Thankfully, Valde fights ahead of the smoke, but he will be traded. And now ENCE have to figure out, can they use this utility to try and get back in? They have to try this. Kit on Snappy's back, a couple of pieces of utility, but Cloud9 are just tucking tail and not giving up anything for free. Finally, Dihar rounds the corner, but 2 players below him. Not easy to clear and not easy to deal with Shiro. Cloud9 take it 16-10, showing us that their Anubis is not to be trifled with.
Utterly monstrous performance from Shiro. You heard the scope at the end, and it was an absolute decapitation after that. I think Julie's Aura 5-7 have always been a good option if you're in a position where you might see a rush, like apartments, balcony, for example. Julie's kind of taking over from the P250s recently. We've got flashes being lined up as well as they start to move forward. Dihar and these Julies, he is asynchronous with them. He's looking really good with these Julies in Game 1 and Game 2, but there's more work to be done here.
Smoke up on long, but St. Pius is not playing behind it. He is playing from Arch, and he's able to get one. Molly might not do enough here. Snappy and Madden both here to stop the cross. A clean shot from Snappy leaves Buster all alone. The most recent addition would need to ace, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it here. They're surrounding him. They're pushing him from all sides, almost playing with him at the end there as ENCE pick up a solid pistol.
I was speaking at a Comic-Con panel.
All
right. I was watching Counter-Strike on a CRT television.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was probably the most unusual place. I was mostly watching the door to see if I was going to be murdered, though. It's one of those kinds of places.
Snappy wants his ace. Oh, Buster denies it. So rude. Picks up the dig briefly, but the anti-eco going about as you would expect.
They don't know if the bomb site's completely cleared just yet. And this may buy time for the rotation, but only now is Senpai starting to make his way over towards B. It won't be completely clear as to what is compromised and what isn't, but the bomb's been planted now. I'm sure he's not going to fully commit this AWP, especially with Snappy falling. They'll have to hold on to the remainder of what they have here, ENCE. 48 seconds on the clock, a fourth man making his way towards the A bomb site, towards the choke point at the very least. That molly is extinguished by the smoke. That will be a problem. That was surely to buy them some time, and Martin will deliver from that library position. Down goes Shiro. Now there are problems for Cloud9, but there are still 30 seconds on the clock for C9 to deliver, but only 2 players remaining. As we see the kill feed being lit up, Dihar still in the pit position, limiting the support that Buster has, trying to find a way to plant this bomb safely. He'll do what he can, but he is on an island. Buster, 9 HP, trying to find a way to do something here for Cloud9. There's 1 kill. Now it's a 2 versus 2. Where is Hobbit in the meantime? Last seen in the apartments, but where is he now? He's shift walking towards Long. This angle surely won't favor him. Hold on a second. Sunpias, the spatial awareness will deliver the final frag, and ENCE will survive a difficult test on A. Now, what do they read of what ENCE have been doing? Sunpias lurking in spawn. He's found a second one, but there will be a trade from Shiro. A fast trade, no less. The bomb, I don't think, has been seen. I don't think it was seen on Banana. I could be wrong here. But the CTs are split either way. 2 per bomb site. Axile with a fantastic angle. Martin walks to his demise, leaving Snappy with a lot to do. Time may be on his side, though. 20 seconds as the bomb starts to make its way towards the bomb site, and surely he is waiting for that objective. But the smoke dissipates at the time to allow Exile to get another kill. And now ENCE are out of position. They are double OP as far as the A bomb site is concerned. I can't see them making their way towards B anytime soon here.
Not so standard to see in a gun round.
Yeah, not quite his usual affair. Towards the tree. Oh boy. Exile has been weeded out, and there goes Buster as well. Great round so far for ENCE. This is the kind of action we need to see from them if they are to take it to a 3rd round. And they are ready for a response on the other side of the map as well. Nafany absolutely drilled like it's home improvement.
So those sorts of changes could take a little bit of time to figure out, with Buster being the recent addition.
In utility on Banana, the takeoff Banana, in fact, and they chose to seize the opportunity towards the A bomb site. But can they do more than that? On the sofa, Sunpias will be dropped. 5 versus 4 now as C9 wrap the A bomb site. And it will be cleared, it will be bleached, apart from this position where Valde is in the pit now, trying to stay alive as best he can, looking for another one, but Nafany will just about squeeze him, pip him to the post. An expensive round now for ENCE, as Martin's the only man standing near T-spawn. Not much for him to do versus 4 Cloud9 players.
Adren back in the day. Ooh.
Yes. The clutch king with 100 ping.
I remember.
The online era. He played all of the online leagues with 100 ping and still annihilated people.
You can see Dihar also in the mix. He's going to watch the apartment, but it's a quick pop play.
This might work out for the CTs, surely, because how do the T's cross to the site if they hold their position? But they don't know the situation top mid. Valde will get shot in the back by Hobbit. And Exile's here to take down Snappy as well. Problems for ENCE. I think they've dropped a bomb, though. Indeed, they have. Dihar trying to make things happen for his squad, but he's got to put out the flames first. There goes Hobbit and Shiro. Stereo frags for ENCE, leaving Buster in a 1 versus 3. He's got a minute to do it. 20 seconds, full commit. CT start to move forward, but again, 2 players both in the red swinging out of the apartments. They could both fall very quickly indeed. Buster will see 1, but a trade will be here from Dihar. Another round in the bag for ENCE, but that had to be scary for them.
He pushed alone, he went down, but Hobbit's position could still be scary. Aggression's coming in. Actually, he hasn't spotted the aggression. Oh, but now he will, and they're both in their backs turned. Hobbit takes down 2, and now they can bring the bomb back to A. 25 seconds to do it.
There must have been a sound cue. Unbelievable opportunity. Hobbit's patience pays off, but Dihar is still here. They might think the bomb site is free. Will they even check it properly? Shiro's running in with the bomb in his hands on double stack, though. Dihar can do nothing about that. He has to play off of his teammate here.
They have no clue.
Sunpias has to find something. He's got to find a way. He's got to get close enough. When Dihar pulls the trigger, down goes Shiro. There's a surprise. Exile takes down Sunpias. 1 versus 2 now. Dihar touches the bomb. 10 HP. He needs someone to peek. They have to peek him. He will be denied, though. That was a nervous one. But it will go to Hobbit and Exile. Hobbit proving his worth once again in the remainder of this round. Sampayas moving into CT spawn. He's got no flashes to throw from the well position. So Snappy and Martin won't get any help from him. Making his way towards the coffins though. Maybe that smoke will be gone soon. Bomb thrown from A to B. Exile didn't realize Snappy was there and he's really making this work for his team. Finding a third frag as the bomb is planted. They didn't check it properly. A bait setup on the site from the CTs and that allowed them to win the round easily.
Valda should be first contact and then the player in mini pit can spring to life eventually.
There he goes, jumping to his doom for the cause. Shiro, not the fatal connection he was looking for, but now he's got a chance. By the double stack, he spots him, but Valde is fast enough. Even unscoped, Shiro can be so fast to find that target. Nafany will extend the bomb over to his teammate. That's the point man looking for the entry. Snaps Martin looking for the second. There it is. And that might be the shutdown in the last round of the first half.
Oh, the one bad smoke from ENCE is so costly. Massive gap for Nafany. He just waits. He figures they've put this smoke down to try and compete. ENCE have to try the retake. Oh, even with the patience from Valda, Shiro just swings him, and the nade won't do enough. Dihar will get one, but it is a parting kill. It is going to be Cloud9's around here at the end of the half. Slowly but surely, the bomb will tick, tick, tick away. And it will be a pretty close half here. 8-7 on the board. Still anyone's game here on Inferno. ENCE putting up a fight, but there's more work to do for them into the second half. Winning this series, that's what they would be proving. Underway into the second half. A lot of utility at the ready, but a shot from Sampayas.
Down, Shiro no less. Where are you going? Why are you running? That is quite the way to start the pistol round. Ooh.
Oh, this setup doesn't look great for Cloud9. Nafany's the only player really towards apartments. Axile's a little isolated on long, and he's about to be smoked off.
Here come the ENCE players. The numbers game being abused, but Snappy will be enough. Adding to his tally, began this round as the top fragger on Inferno. 15, now 16 kills is Snappy, considering how close the score is. A little less close now that ENCE have converted the pistol. Man. That was like a slap in the face. Shiro's like, oh, I wonder what's happening down the other side of it. Boom! That was like shooting a bird with a rocket. Like, what is going on? Oh!
He pre-aimed it.
He didn't even need to move his crosshair.
Oh boy, this is far forward from Hobbit. He hasn't got any help right now. A rotate is coming. He's got to be careful. He finally tucks back into the corner, but the rotate won't arrive in time. It's Hobbit who has to do work, and he does get a double. Bomb site will be falling shortly.
Trying to keep Banana honest, but he's close enough to the side to help out. That is quite the grenade onto Snappy, though. 23 HP. There is an incendiary to be thrown by Nafany as well. When does the push come from Cloud9? That is the question. Nafany's one of the kits, so keep an eye on where he is. He's the one who has to get on this bomb as well. Buster dropped. Here is the trade, though. Down goes Exile. Nafany's still standing for now. There he is. There he goes. And it's too late for Shiro to clutch this round. He will die to the bomb. Can he take anybody with him? He can, but they will lose everything as ENCE win the round.
Still a lurk from Snappy. ENCE happy to take their time and see what Snappy can perhaps do. They're taking maybe too much time though. 20 seconds, Nafany hasn't budged. He takes out that lurker, and now the play ready, but Dihar hard clears and Hobbit has to fight. He just about gets out of there alive, and now Nafany arrives. Smoke faded, bomb needs to go down, but they're getting all the frags they need. The bomb will get planted, and Cloud9's final two players are nowhere to be seen.
Moving to a third map after losing your first. Building confidence all the way.
Nades start to come up, and it is a very passive setup from the CTs, not fighting for top mid, instead playing back. Oof. And losing the early fight.
Big numbers here for ENCE. I was going to ask if 3 was enough for Cloud9, but now it's 2. They've got problems. I'm not sure they can find a crossfire here either, but they will get some kills. A grenade and a rifle frag from Exile. He's got more to do, but he won't be able to do it. Shiro will finish Valde off, though. The bomb's been dropped, collected now, and dropped again. Cloud9 are holding on to this round at least, especially after losing their first player on the A-bomb site. 3 from Shiro to help them move to 8. We haven't thought about so much. That could be quite interesting.
Looks good for Cloud9. They've got 3 here and the AWP, and the lack of utility against them. Shiro's AWP could be massive on the hold.
He needs to puncture more players as they start to move through. He has a little space to work with, but down he goes. Buster can't find the multi-frag. And surely Cloud9 have to go for this one, even though they're rotating from a Nafany up banana, Exile and CT, 2 versus 3. St. Pius post-plant AWP, rather you than me for Cloud9.
And got a kill, it could have been a chance, but there's no time. It's playing for exits.
Yeah, nothing they can do but make their way to the site and die. ENCE move to game point on Inferno. For ENCE, it's going to be the B bomb site here. Nafany has that flashbang. Here it comes, there it goes, and it was too early. They're not pushing in just yet. Now the T utility comes through, and that will do the job. Down goes Hobbit, completely blind, but there are more to deal with. Nafany will be dealt with as well. Buster, is this the end of the line? He's dropped a bomb in the pool, actually, so maybe there's something to be done here. 8 seconds, but they can't find an angle to stop this bomb plant. 2 versus 3. Shiro grenades at the back of the site now. He has to clutch it just to stay alive. 1v3, bomb planted, no kit. Shiro just waiting for the smoke to go. So frustrating for him. Walking into a crossfire. Scoping in. Does he find the first one? No. Valde with the swing, and that will be that. ENCE take Inferno, and they force Vertigo versus Cloud9.
Good, solid game from ENCE. They absolutely bombarded that B site round after round. Cloud9 never had an answer. And Cloud9 not dissuaded by the fact that they lose that first player, sticking with the plan. Fake plant comes in to potentially bait out nades, but we've got a flash from Madden. I wonder if ENCE want to fight for this.
There's the flash, and there is the swing. So far, so good. Valde delivers the headshot, and there's more to come. Advantage ENCE, and they are really taking this by storm. Buster's got so much to do, trying to isolate fights here the best he can, but Dihar coming in again with the Julies. He's so comfortable with them, and that will be a strong pistol round taken by ENCE.
Oi.
Could be in some trouble there as the numbers come through. Oh, there's big trouble now. One more player remains on this bomb site for the CTs of ENCE, and Pius will be traded. 2 versus 3, heavily tagged Cloud9. It's winnable for ENCE, but it's already a scenario where they've taken too much damage. Valde's turn with the grenades now. Or is it? Dihar finds 2. Where is Exile, though? Often the sorest pain point. Delivering the frags for Cloud9. Starting to swing now. Finds the first headshot. He has the 1v1 he was looking for. Goes back to the wall for Valde as well. And he is delivered in the clutch to steal the round away from ENCE.
And now Nafany also wants to make a play back for Cloud9. Ooh, that timing's fantastic. Madden completely caught out.
That shows some promise. Dihar won't get traded in mid either. Snappy is here as well. And Hobbit finds himself.
I don't think this is a very safe house for a man on the run. Not a roomy one either. Oh. Okay, you take that, but you get traded.
ENCE mounting a defense around the ramp. Marden's in position. Should a swing come in? And indeed it does. He finds 2 1v1s. Very nice indeed for him. He's got flashbang support as well, trying to disengage, but Shiro will get something from this. A minute 10 on the clock. Only 3 Cloud9 players.
You can see nades in hand right now. They're moving up towards the site itself, but they haven't cleared out that short position whatsoever.
Shiro again. He reappears.
They ready for another, though.
Throws the bomb to a teammate to try and find more, but St. Pius will punish him as he tries to reposition. Valde standing on top of these players now. Will find an angle and Exile, and it's going to be hard for Buster to clutch this one. 20 seconds, 1 versus 3. Valde will deny him anything more in the round as well, and that is a tied score. 3-3 now as Cloud9 find their economy in the bin. Look at this denial of information. They don't have the angles to understand if anybody is by that ramp. And now we've got 3 men moving through mid. Maybe at best 2 were seen on the kill cam there as Dihar needs some help. That's a bomb dropped by Snappy, a crucial frag. Valde holds his position as well, and ENCE find themselves at a man advantage. Shiro collects the bomb, but he's got to run through smoke and hope for the best. Denied by Valde, who's in a great position. He's got a wall to his right-hand side, and teammates in tow. 4 versus 2 for ENCE as they look to take the lead once again. Axal's got something to say about it though. Valde's done all he has to do in this round now. Hobbit starting to creep forward. 30 seconds on the clock to try and rescue this bomb. He may be betrayed by his shadow. Throwing a Molotov, using great angles as well. Down goes Snappy. Hobbit, such experience on his shoulders. They make it a 2 versus 2. They turned it around. They've got the advantage now. Axal dropping St. Pius. Madden's in the clutch. How did this happen? 1v1. Hobbit half health. Madden almost full. Hobbit has to be careful how he moves again. Creeping, but Madden is ready for it. What a back and forth. Every round is so close in this game.
It might make him further away on the rotate. If ENCE could delay on this A site, though, there's a chance he might flank down in behind.
Nice ladder work from Valde, but they have already climbed to the top. Cloud9 on this bomb site. Dihar putting in work. Madden's here as well, traded by Shiro. Have they done enough though? 2 on 2.
Yeah, Dihar should just survive here. Valde's flank looks so strong.
Yeah, susceptible to a flank once again. Will they be ready for it at this timing? Oh, he's run out of bullets, I think, Nafany, and there goes Shiro as well. Dihar with a number of kills. 4K for Dihar in this round.
Molly goes into short. They're trying to flush out some of these positions. Madden caught in transition, and that could be the cue for Cloud9 to commit to this bomb site. Valde tries to move forward, but more utility damage lands. 30 seconds remaining. Smokes are up towards the site, but St. Pius sees above them.
It's a beautiful shot from St. Pius. Flames all through the round. Valde's dropped a bomb once again. That's full rotation now if it hasn't happened already. Shiro at 3 HP is surely soon to be gone. 2v2, 12 seconds to bring that bomb to the site or find the kills. Surely it's got to be the kills. Buster understands the urgency. Shiro's on the way, but he can't take a single bullet. Look at the swing from the CT. He's trying to defend, but he can't do it. Bombs planted. The frag is there immediately. And now we see smiles on the faces. It's been a high-pressure game of Vertigo, but ENCE surely feel a little more comfortable now.
Now Nafany is moving up ramp alone. He might not have spotted. He snuck in towards short here. Oh, they don't know he's here. Easy kill for Nafany. He makes it a second, and that's what Cloud9 have been missing. The early ramp fights go his way, and this has to be a Cloud9 round now.
There were grenades being thrown and so on, and suddenly there was no challenge into the site. What does that mean?
Last round of the half, bad buy for ENCE. It's the MP9s that are going to have to do it for him.
Oh, Snappy just swung to his left. Wasn't expecting Nafany to be there so fast. And this is a lightning round in itself. Look what's left for ENCE. Not many people and not many weapons. Only one primary weapon between the 2 players in the hands of Dihar. The MP9 barely in position. He's managed to make his way forward though, but to not much avail at all. Did Nafany just spot something there? Either way, Axal will clean up. He'll bleach the floors.
There's been a pretty big difference maker in getting them a few more rounds on the board. And this one about to be confirmed. St. Pius might get 1 exit kill, but that's all she wrote. 8-7 half. We'll see who makes it through from the play, and one of these teams will be making it through. But first, our final break.
They've only got a flash though, no smoke grenades. Nafany with that 1 flash, and they've lost Shiro early. 2 pairs of dual Berettas or dual elites, depending on when you start playing CS. You can see it being lined up there, but they're going to have to wipe out the defense of ENCE here, because otherwise this is not happening. The Julies get nothing done. Buster patiently trying to find these headshots. There's one, but there's so much more to do. They don't have a kit for this defuse, so this would be absolutely one. But now it's just down to the last Glock-wielding player, and he's being baited. He is being delayed. They won't let him get around the corner. But will there be time to find the defuse? Madden is being teased, and they'll just about get there. No kit, no smokes, no worries for Cloud9. He's got to pick the right time, though. He knows 2 are there.
Oh.
IRC is creeping. He's been spotted now. That's very painful indeed. Painful existence. 1 for 1, though. Ideally, as a CT, you want to find 2. Now the onus is on Cloud9 with 0 no utility whatsoever to find 4 kills and defuse the bomb. I cannot see another 10-second defuse coming through. They surely have to find the kills here. But look at the numbers coming in from ENCE. They're all going to pick together and they will win the trades. 3 versus 2 now as Shiro and Buster remain. It's a dire situation for Cloud9. All they can really do at this point is try to fall back with what they have. If they're lucky enough to do that, Shiro will be denied as well. Bit sloppy on the frags there from Cloud9, and ENCE are back in the lead. Mac 10 in the hands of Snappy, looking for close quarters engagements. Nice opening from Marden, delivering grenades in the right direction as well, but no one's checking after that molly is thrown. But the trades will continue in favor of ENCE. 4 versus 3.
Nafany wasn't comfortable swinging. He knew there could be a player close on scaffold. And it is Madden who might try and hunt him down. Flash was good, but Madden can't take advantage. Eventually, he finds the fight, though. ENCE dismantling the ramp play from Cloud9. And it does look like this is another map where the spots have changed significantly for Cloud9. Axile, for the longest time, was the B anchor of this team.
That may be the case.
Diha's feeling it right now, man.
He really is. You love to see the confidence. Just run with the momentum. Snappy's here as well, but Buster's found 2 now with this rifle. Shiro outmaneuvered there by Marden. But it's still competitive. 2 versus 2. This could be the round for Cloud9. Buster creeping with the AK, catching Marden completely off guard. What happened there? Senpai's through the smoke, and a round's been stolen by Cloud9. Ramp urgency raising again. Nafany's gone to the point of no return. Shiro is here though to warn them away, pre-firing, but again that magazine's a lot smaller now, but he still finds a headshot through the wall on Marden. What in the blazes is that? Buster here as well, and Cloud9 suddenly are firmly in control.
And this is now back to the setup Cloud9 used to play. Buster has just filled in for Inters at mid. Axile's back to... What the hell? Okay. I thought we were about to see a knife kill. I didn't even clock that Buster was above him. But there we go.
Shiro have lots to say at the end of the round there. Rallying the troops to get refocused into this one. They've made it to 10 now. Fancy meeting you here.
Hello. Put you where you belong, in the trash. Boosting over the top, so they will see if anyone crosses. And ENCE staying compact. Looks like they do want to try and sneak up to the site.
Avoids the flashbang, seeing the tease now, sees the bomb, finds himself 2 on the boost. Beautiful from Hobbit. Cloud9 coming back with a vengeance now. Might have only good for 1, and Hobbit finds 4 on the bomb site. Devastating response from Cloud9 there. Yeah, and Cloud9 can hear this, but I was going to say it might be limited in how far they can fall back, but there's so much being thrown onto this bomb site. How do you even com with all this action? Shiro has the angle, no comms needed, just AWP flicks. 2 remain for ENCE now as they look to lose the lead here. Shiro creating some space for himself. They could creep through that though. Diha on the site now looking for 2, unable to find it. Snappy in a 1 versus 3. Moving around the ramp, that bomb is fully committed, which means he is as well. Spotted at the back, tagged down to 30. Life just gets more and more difficult for Snappy and for ENCE as they lose the lead. Life is going to be even more difficult, but let's see what happens in this one. Maybe it doesn't get that far.
Oh, Diha's beating them. They don't realize Diha's so far up. He double entries onto the B site, and that might be the round right there and then. Rotate arriving. Finally, Hobbit puts a stop to the bleeding, but it's still Cloud9 down a man.
Snappy offering utility towards B just to keep people there a little longer. But have a look at this position on A. It's Shiro, but he misses a flick. Huge headshot from Senpai's. A brave peek and a great result for ENCE. 4 versus 2. There is life in ENCE yet. Pressure is high for them now as they press on to this A bomb site. Senpai's finds another one, and that has to be the round over.
Feels so favorable for the sniper, but not meant to beat. Now Hobbit caught out at the end, unable to save himself. This was that timing window. Molly goes down, but Diha just beats it. Gets straight up towards the site. Buster was hoping to swing to trade his teammate, but once he goes down, it is a massive problem for Cloud9 and one they couldn't overcome.
feel like I'm in a maths class right now. So many players coming their way. Finally, Snappy will say hello and goodbye in this round as Cloud9 look for match point. They've got the opening frag, but Hobbit has been dropped. Starting to swing now round the side. Our ENCE. Shiro delivers as that flashbang pops. Bomb spotted, full rotation on the way. Axal has to get here ASAP.
Shiro still on shore, eventually goes down. That's the frag they needed, but they need to know there's one more man there. They've got him trapped in, but it doesn't matter. Buster comes up onto the site, and some Pius might simply have to watch. It's a 1v3 to try and bring it back, and only 22 seconds to do it. As the first, but two separate angles. Surely the trade comes in. He gets the chance for the second, but Axile confirms 15 for Cloud9.
But for now, it'll be the grenades doing the work.
Cloud9 still competing for ramp, but ENCE are about to hit them. Oh, and Hobbit just swings with the FAMAS. Huge fight to win. Nade finally finishes the job. But it's a man advantage for Cloud9. ENCE using a smoke to that right side. Do they want to commit off the back of this, though, because the CTs are still stacked here?
Axal's made his way over as well. So on the bomb side, we have a 3-on-3 situation. Axal trying to stay alive here as Valde finds angles. Plenty of time on the clock. The urgency will feel very real. Buster dropped in isolation. Smokes up, bomb getting planted now. Grenades flying through. And so are the CTs. No bomb plant for you, say Cloud9. Second attempt from Valde, inviting a peek. Have a look at this boost from Shiro, though. He's almost in the ceiling, even though there is none. Valde, 1 versus 2. They're lining up for him, and Shiro's here to trade. Cloud9 make it to the group stage of Katowice.